Welcome to the hashtag We Don't Approve special. I am the colonialist, and this was created by aesthetic ants, and it accumulated a movement that's been going on within the community, a disapproval of stuff that's basically been happening. Now, we all know once you upload content to the internet, it's up there for everyone to find, and that's where the problem starts. You need to be aware of what kind of content you're putting out and the message that you want to send to those who might be interested in joining this wonderful hobby of ours, the ant keeping hobby. This hashtag perfectly addresses something that I'd seen on TikTok to do with live feeding, and also addresses the gimmick nest that myself and Ants Hood spoke about. The hashtag We Don't Approve has been taken on by various content creators who want to push this message. We simply don't approve. Now be aware, what you see next you might find distressing.
Here's how to set up a gel ant farm.
How to kill ants.
Watch our big-headed colony take on the scorpion.
The hashtag We Don't Approve movement is not a hateful movement. It's a quiet rebellion. Simply type hashtag We Don't Approve if you disapprove of what you're seeing, or if you disapprove of a product that is harmful to the ants. As a further rebellion to that, if you wish to unsubscribe to that content, then the person will lose followers, and hopefully that will make them make the decision to stop creating that content, as they of course want their channel to grow. Or if it's a company, write in a letter of complaint about the product and why it's harmful to the ants and that it should be stopped. That's a way that you could have the product taken off the shelves and no longer affecting the hobby in a negative way. This type of rebellion is called a lawful rebellion because it doesn't create any hate or disregard for the people around them. You don't have to agree with what you see. You don't have to agree with someone else's ethics or morals. You don't have to agree with it, but it also means that you don't have to abuse those people for their thoughts or the way that they portray something. They may have their reasons and their own beliefs, and you must respect that no matter what, even if it is different from your own, or even if it's something that you find upsetting. There are better ways to deal with stuff, and that's one of the things that the hashtag We Don't Approve movement definitely sets in stone. Treat others with the same respect that you would like to be treated with. Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, it doesn't matter regardless. They are also a human being with feelings and emotions and thoughts. It's not fair for us to bully them because we don't agree with what they're doing, which is why you should try and guide them by creating footage like you've just seen. I've done feeding videos with my leafcutter ants. I've filmed some wild colonies, and I'm also just showing a tutorial on how you could use a Venus nest as a feeding station, as I have with my Polyacus dives, and how easy, simple and effective it is just to switch out the tubes, which could save you a lot of problems if, like myself, you were struggling with pulling out the feeders from inside their formicarium. As ant keepers, my own personal opinion is that we have a responsibility to the species that we care for. We have a certain regard and standard of keeping that we need to adhere to protect, nurture and care for these species, to grow them into empires. That should be enough of a reward. It's already a challenging hobby when you can lose your ants, let alone stressing out colonies and turning them into mini gladiators to fight with the creature to the death, possibly losing workers in the colony, or the queen, or even the poor creature that's had to suffer a horrible death. That one I find pretty upsetting. Or gel farms that slowly break down and drown the ants, or worse, when you've got formicariums like these that are designed for the welfare of the ants and rearing a colony, when you can simply use a test tube and rear a species like this, creating care guides. That's the kind of content that we should be rolling out as content creators. To refer back to the creator of this hashtag, Aesthetic Ants put it perfectly when he said we should appreciate the beauty within ant keeping.